Okay, good day to everybody once again. We have discussed from the previous meeting the functions, concept of staffing and its functions. Now we will proceed to the functions and importance of compensation and performance evaluation. So this is still part of staffing, but let's focus on the importance of compensation, why you need to consider compensation and evaluate the performance of your employees. If you will be the assigned manager, okay, why is it important? And we'll have an idea about how businesses consider this managerial functions, staffing, important in their business. Okay, so I will share my created slide. Okay, the functions and importance of compensation and performance evaluation. Okay, compensation when it comes to money being paid to staff or employees, and then basis for their payment. Okay, can be in a form of performance evaluation. Okay, but before that, let's have let's see the objective of this module, of this topic, which has been created by Sir Jake Las Piñas. The learners should be able to acquire the functions and importance of compensation, wages, and performance evaluation, appraisal, reward system, employee relations, and movement. So we have discussed movement can either be going up or going down, promotion or demotion. Okay, this is a recall of what we have discussed last module. Okay, if you are a training manager of the company and you are going to train your new hired sales and marketing employees with the specific training programs, can you cite 3 training programs and explain its importance? So you can put here different training programs and the importance of those training programs. Of course, it should be affecting positively to the goal of the company. After you have done executing your training programs, compensation management and performance evaluation will happen, which will be tackled on this module. Okay, so those will be the things that will be discussed: compensation and performance evaluation. Okay, so as a review, this is also discussed in our previous module, uh, concept and nature of staffing. So from the human resource functions, which is staffing, recruiting, selecting employees based on the recruited applicants. And then, of course, before you will allow them to join the production, to join your company, they should be trained. Okay, need training for them. Okay, in other companies, they need to be trained and then they will should pass the exams. Okay, initiated by the company because mostly is very strict. They should pass 100% grade. Okay, they should have 100% grade in order for them to pass. Okay, if they fail one item, okay, they will not be accepted. Okay, so training employees and of course, as you can see, wages compensation is directly affecting the human resource function. Okay, wages and compensation, reward system for motivation of the employees, appraisal, employee relation, okay, to increase their morale, performance evaluation, and movement either going up or going down of the company. So let's accept the reality that this is needed in your business. If you will be a manager, do not forget this this activities of or functions of management for you to become a successful competitive manager. Okay, in compensation and benefits, okay, compensation and benefits will not be enough. Okay, there are those are considered tangible. There are intangible, the intangible rewards that is also affecting employees. The recognition, work life, and development. Okay, so it will not be only compensation and benefits, but also recognition also needed for employees to stay longer and to be loyal in the company. Avoid having very fast turnover of employees. When say turnover, they will just stay there 6 months, 1 year, then they will resign. So you will look for another employees again. Although there are positive effect of turnover of employees, but there are mostly negative effect for that. That means employees are not satisfied with the company. Okay. Now we can see the importance of compensation management. Okay. So in compensation management, it will be proper refund for employees. We say proper refund. Okay. Uh, these are the things that needed by the employees, okay, or contributions, okay, and then motivation motivates them to perform better. Okay, employees will be encouraged to perform better if they are properly compensated. Okay, for example, there will be additional bonus if you reach a quota. So they are motivated to reach the quota, exceed the quota because there are compensations. And then it also creates a base for happiness and satisfaction if they are properly compensated. Okay? It enhances job evaluation process. Okay? Um, uh, because they are properly compensated, uh, their evaluation will be positive. Okay? They are motivated. Then creates a peaceful relationship between the employer and the employees. If they are properly, no complaints, further complaints, because they are properly compensated. Okay, small problems can be solved because if they will be removed from the company, and the company will be the bread and butter of the employees. You see, bread and butter are the source of their income. They will not easily resign. Okay, and it also excites an environment of morale. So if they are properly compensated. Okay, so those are the importance of uh, compensation. Okay, if you will consider compensation in your company or business. And there are different types of compensation. Okay. The first one is direct compensation. You say direct compensation, these are salaries, okay, payments received by the employees, direct compensation. And then it depends upon the ranges or scales they approve by the company for each employees. So there are differences with the skilled employees, rank and file employees, and managerial employees, of course. And indirect compensation, these are, although salary is essential based on the module, people are most productive in jobs where they shared the company's values and priorities. Okay, these benefits can include like free staff development courses, subsidized daycare, chances of promotion, and many things. Indirect compensation. Okay, public recognition, okay, in the form of certificate, okay, bring changes in the workplace and also for others. Okay, they will not forget, okay, that they receive this indirect compensation. And there are components of compensation. Okay, so uh, different components that work as an aid for employee after retirement, okay, or in case some accident or injury. So what are these things? The first one will be wages and salary. Okay, allowances. It can be they are receiving salary. They can also receive allowances. And then samples of allowances are first uh, allowance given to protect real income of an employee. Okay, allowance, additional allowance given to them. And then another example will be house rent allowance. For example, an employee need to travel. They need to work in other country. The company will be providing a house rent allowance. And then city compensatory allowance. So a worker is working in provinces now being transferred to cities wherein the expenses are higher compared to provinces. They will be receiving city compensatory allowance. Okay? The company will consider that for the employees not to resign or encourage them to work in other location. And transport allowance, conveyance allowance, especially when they will be assigned in far areas. Okay, it should not be coming from the pocket of the employee. It should come from the company because you are the one who assigned them in that location. So you will be providing them transport allowance, especially if there are projects initiated by the company. Incentives and performance pay. Okay, performance-related numeration pay with a view to encourage employees to work hard and do better based on the module. Okay, for them to work hard, there will be incentives given to them. Okay, and performance based. No rejects. Okay, delivery on time. So the employees will be receiving additional incentive from the company. And French benefits uh, prerequisites. Okay, French benefits includes medical care, hospitalization, especially now during pandemic, accident relief, health and group insurance, Okay, in my previous company, we have a group insurance shouldered by the company. So after resigning, you have to return those health benefits. Okay, while you are working in that company, for example, you are assured, okay, insured by the company. And performance evaluation, okay, base some companies basing it on their job knowledge. Okay, they will be evaluated based on their job knowledge. And another one, quality and quantity of output. It should not be a huge amount of output, but also quality. You need to consider quality of the output. Initiative. Okay, if you are initiating innovation, initiating activities, you will be evaluated also. But depends on each company. But you as a manager will think of ways in order for your employees to be working happily, satisfied in your company. Okay? And leadership abilities. So if this employee was able to encourage, okay, others or lead others without any okay, the supervisor or manager will be guiding them. They can do the task. They have a leadership abilities. Then supervision. Okay? If, for example, they are already assigned to supervise, even though they haven't have yet the position. So they are one of the example of the employees that can be promoted in the second level in supervision. Dependability. Okay? They will be dependent. If there are tasks, they can be easily called. They can provide solutions. They can depend on dependability. And of course, cooperation. Okay, can easily cooperate with the activities. So they can, that can be one of the reason. Okay, one of the positive performance evaluation given to employees. And of course, capacity to judge, okay, fairly and accurately. Versatility, okay, you are versatile, can easily adjust. And of course, health. Okay, healthy employee should be healthy, okay, so that one of the requirement for them to be promoted, they should be healthy. And characteristic of effective performance evaluation, okay, explain the appraisal process. Okay, so in the appraisal meeting between a manager and employee, the manager should first explain the purpose and process of the performance evaluation. So manager will explain why he have been given this grade. Okay, what's the reason? And clarity and expectation, job expectation. Okay, so they've been assigned and they will be given a responsibility and then they will be expected to do the job. So what will be the expectation given to them and did they achieve it? So it will be clarified to them by the manager. Okay. Review and update job skills. Okay. Manager discusses any improvements necessary. So after having the clarity of job, if they did not achieve or they need to improve, okay, they need to be reviewed. Okay, the things needed for them to be evaluated properly. Okay. Review accomplishments and goals. Okay. The manager should also do this. What are the accomplishment and goals of the company, the goals of the company, and did it achieve by the employees? Okay. It should be discussed to the employee by the manager. Okay. Final steps and rewards. Okay, the overall appraisal score may be discussed during the meeting or it may be calculated after the manager had had opportunity to consider the employee input. Okay, so the manager will discuss that to the employee. Okay, and then should indicate whether or not the employee will be entitled to increase in pay or bonus if applicable. Many employers use a scale that determine the percentage increase in performance evaluation of scores. So there are ways in order for the managers to determine uh, the scores, okay, of the employees. If they pass or not, and then will be the basis for compensation and other things. It should be discussed properly to the employees. If not, there will be some complaints or disagreements between the employee and the manager. And then the different reward system, okay, monetary reward system includes bonus, okay, end of year incentives, encouraging healthy competition between employees with respect to performance and productivity. So they can be assigned in each team if this team achieve a satisfactory the requirement, there will be monetary rewards. Okay. And there are also non-monetary rewards, which includes top performer award, employee of the month certificate, and other things. Psychological desire to be recognized for his or her efforts. Okay, so do not forget to also do that. Okay, because employees they properly rewarded, recognized by the company. It will okay, boost their morale. And employee assistance programs, for example, uh, it will help them for greater work-life balance. Some companies are giving educational assistance to employees for them to study, continue their study, and be qualified with the position, vacant position of the company. So there are many things for the company to do that. And there are positive things that will reflect if the company is doing this. Okay, and employee recognition programs. Research shows that employees who are recognized for their contributions and accomplishments tend to work harder, okay, based on the research and based on the module, and have more positive workplace attitudes. Okay, so it improves morale, improves attitude. Okay, so the reward system should be considered really by managers if you will be the managers later on. And employee relations, these are the relationships shared among employees in an organization. So what are these relationships? Employees must be comfortable with each other, healthy environment in work. Okay, so it will be initiated by the manager, of course, and then shared to the employees. Okay. Prime duty is of the supervisors and team leaders to discourage conflicts, okay, improve employee relations. Then every individual shares certain relationships in the company. What are these relationships with their colleagues? For example, between coworkers, between employee and his superior, between two members of the management, and so on. A healthy relationship, working relationship with employees. And individual spends his maximum time in the workplace. Okay? Especially they have to stay 8 hours or longer. Okay? And then they will travel. So longer time will be spent in the workplace rather than at home. So they need to improve their healthy working relationship. Okay? And that is the last part of my topic. But if you can see, this topic is very important, not to forget by the assigned managers later on. Compensation, reward system, okay, in order for your employees to be happy, contented, and avoid high turnover or of employees in your company. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you for watching.